Well, we decided to take out a clip of sound to give hearing people a perspective in what it was like to dance as a deaf person. I did a total of 11 dances, and I could hear nothing at all during these dances. And when I was done with this, the atmosphere within the studio changed immediately. People who were watching this live were crying, and I think that they finally got it. They don't know what it means to be deaf, but through this dance, they were able to get a perspective because I couldn't be able to hear this music, and how was I able to dance, and how was I able to show it was possible? So an interesting story, at the beginning of this, when I first met Peta, the first day we were supposed to have rehearsal. The very first day we met, we were supposed to have rehearsal, and she canceled rehearsal because she was so shocked. She's like, how am I going to teach a deaf person? Like, I already knew what I was going to do with a hearing person, but now how am I supposed to teach a deaf person? So she canceled rehearsal, and I knew instinctively this was going to be a bad start to our team. So I text Peta and I explained, I understand I'm deaf, but don't worry. I will work twice as hard to make this work. We will make a great team. Peta was like, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow morning. That next morning, Peta came in. We were able to start rehearsal. She was nervous, of course. And so she was going to teach me my first move. And I thought, okay, that's it. I got it. Okay, let's move on. And she's like, wait, you already have this down. She realized that being deaf and not being able to hear wasn't going to make a big difference. And I said, hey, let's go ahead and do this move. Add some music. She goes, no, you don't need to do music right now. And I said, with hearing people, you start with music. Why would I be any different? So she turned on the music, and I was right on time. I was a little slower at point, and she said faster. The second time, I was right on time. I was like, this isn't hard. You have it. Embrace your identity and just try. And that's what I did that in every single dance, and I tried to apply that in my life. And I have to say, it was such a great experience. And back to my original point, it's all about embracing yourself. Whatever your negative perspective you have, it might be about yourself, embrace it, ride on it. I ride on my deafness. These last 2 years, I've ridden on that. I use this as my platform. And it makes your journey so much more authentic when you embrace that. And it'll change your community for the better, regardless of what that negative perspective you might have about yourself. So these last 2 years, I've learned so much. And it's funny to think, because when I was going to be a math teacher, and I wanted to apply to be in PR to recruit deaf students to go to Gallaudet, I felt like I might have lost that career. But in all actuality, I'm still doing the same thing, but on a larger scale. With my celebrity status, I'm still doing exactly the same thing. I'm recruiting deaf people into the deaf community. I'm raising deaf awareness for hearing people. And I say, if you embrace yourself and you see that goal, you'll achieve it. It might be in a different way, maybe in a better way. So basically, to wrap it up, I'm going to teach everybody in the audience a sign. So it's 2 signs. So let's see everybody do that. Embrace, so follow me out there. Embrace yourselves.